real problem for Baltimore's animal rescue and care shelter known as BARCS. Right now, the shelter is dealing with an overwhelming number of dogs. WJZ is live. George Solis explains where they're all coming from and how the public can help. George.
Yeah, Vic, the shelter says within the last 2 days they've gotten in more than 100 dogs. A big part of the problem, the weather. You're hearing the cries and yelps of hundreds of dogs without homes inside the halls of the Baltimore Animal Rescue and Care Center.
Summer is definitely our busiest season.
While it's not unheard of for shelters to get slammed from time to time, the last 2 days here have been particularly challenging. WJZ got a first-hand look why.
These guys.
Volunteer manager Laura Griffiths.
These are our small kennels. We get a lot of stray animals in because a lot of people will leave their dogs out to go to the bathroom, and they'll get out of the house.
And when animal control comes looking, if your pet is lacking food, water, or shelter, chances are they'll end up here.
Sometimes they choose to relinquish ownership to the shelter. It just kind of depends.
Altogether, the shelter estimates they've taken in more than 100 dogs in the last 2 days, each one needing their own space. Some here for short stays, others aren't as lucky, like 10-year-old Scrappy here.
Sometimes seniors are harder to adopt out.
BARCS is also an open admission shelter, which means even if they are full, they're still taking on dogs and other pets too, like this blind kitten.
So if you see his little face.
Shelter staff and volunteers have also been working round the clock. And while of course the priority is to get every one of these animals into a forever home, in the meantime they get plenty of playtime and a chance to socialize. The hope that more people like Joe Dreer choose to adopt this weekend.
There's just that one that will touch you and you'll know.
Now BARCS says that the word of the massive overhaul has created a social media storm. People are desperate to adopt these animals. The hope is that they get at least 60 of them adopted by this weekend. Vic.
Okay, George, thank you. And as the summer heats up, the shelter expects to see more dogs.